What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with another birthday road trip special. Anyway, around this time of year, around the time of early March 5th, I usually take a pretty cool road trip. It's become a tradition of mine. But anyway, guys, we have been out here for a while now. And today, guys, we are actually going to be exploring an abandoned house. Now, you see, the only issue is that this abandoned house, it's right across the river. Now, I really don't know a whole lot about this house other than when I used to come up here when I was a teenager with my grandparents to check on their property. I would always see this house and I would always want to check it out, but I never could because there's a river that runs right through it. But anyway, guys, that is going to change. I found a spot in the river where I can easily cross and walk it and just check it out, film the insides, and see the insides of this house that has had my curiosity for the longest time. Don't know how old it is. I'm guessing it's probably from the 1890s. I know West Jefferson and the Creston area were brought up around that time, so about 30 years prior, about the 1880s, 1890s. We're gonna check this out. So without further ado, you guys, let's do it. Anchor down. And that is this break right here. As you all can tell, or at least I don't think you all can tell, the water's only about knee deep in this spot. The current's not as bad as it could be. So I did my research. It looks like it's not going to be hard to cross this part, especially with not even having to get my my feet dirty or my shoes wet. So anyway, let's do this. This is gonna be fun. Oh my goodness, this is very, very chilly. You know, you guys, this kind of reminds me of the time that I was over at that abandoned train wreck in Scott County, Tennessee. This feels like a little bit, well, a little bit colder than that. My feet are very cold. It goes a little bit deeper than I thought it would, but I've been planning for this for a few days, so I mean, mentally I've been preparing myself for it, even though I'm very cold. Well, now, that did not go as expected, because I'm soaking wet. Luckily, my shoes are not wet. That is the important part. So, I'd say at least I came out of that pretty well. Okay, now, there is my car in the Riverview Community Center. By the way, that was my papaw's old high school. I'll actually be doing a video on some of his old stomping grounds and my family's stomping grounds here in the later vlog. But you guys, we have officially made it. I can now feel my legs again, which is a good thing. But I'll tell you, that water was probably about 30 degrees in there. It was really, really cold. Now, for a really long time, I wanted to see this. Probably say the house is at least 100 years old. It kind of looks like front porch is going out on it. So we may not be able to go in this way. But then again, I mean, the boards are holding up pretty nice. I mean, I'm not falling. Like when I say this, they're wanting to fall, they're not really falling through, so that's a good thing. Just check out that old woodwork. I know this house at least had some lighting in it at one point. Let us go inside, shall we? Sadly, I'm having to go through a window, which I may have to put the camera down just to get in, because there's a few holes that are in the floor. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put the camera down. Okay, now. That was easy. Anyway, if only houses could tell their stories. Because I imagine this one's got an awesome one. What's in here? Huh. Well, at least I know what happened to one side of the building. Looks like this had some, oh, what do you call them? Some old school, oh, I can't think of the words, what they're called. Okay, let's see what's in this door. Looks like this part of the house is still holding up. Whatever it might be. Looks like this one's pretty damaged. Don't know what that is, though. So let's keep on walking and let's see what we can find. Now, some of this I don't really trust the flooring just because I know it might fall through and that's not a good thing. But so far, well, as of right now, it looks like the ground is holding up pretty well. That's pretty interesting. Right there is an old school stove. Looks like that hasn't seen usage in a long time. Let's see what is in this room. Oh wow. Oh my goodness, I guess this was the kitchen. There's a washing machine right there. Looks like that's seen some better days. Huh. And that is an old school stove. You do not see those anymore. That's honestly probably from back in the 50s. Huh. Looks like they got an old school fridge too from the 50s. Huh. Looks like it does move. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. But yeah. General Electric fridge. You do not see those anymore. This is an old school stove too. Huh. You really don't see those anymore. Look at this old school water faucet. That is an old school jar too. What the devil is this? Huh. Don't really know what that is either. Looks like that door's been boarded off. And real quick, just check out that old school wallpaper. Yeah, this house easily has to be from the 50s. Easily. So anyway, guys, we're going to get back in here. While we're in this room, I kind of want to see this stove a little bit more. It is an old school stove. Don't really see those anymore. So, I guess we'll go through here. But real quick, I have one of these. It's an old school lunchbox. Okay, now let's go through here. Well, this is an old school corner cupboard. I guess the next thing to do would be go up the stairs. Granted, I don't know how well these stairs will hold up, considering this house is probably over 100 years old or more. Well, that's cool though. It's like the flooring is falling through. So we're not going to go too far in, but outside the entire second that is not smart to walk on that. So I really don't know what to expect from this room. I know we can't go much farther in just because I don't really trust the boards on it, but so far, it looks like it's holding out pretty well. But I don't think we can go much farther because I don't want to fall through or anything. But that's the chimney right there. And I really don't know what that is. I take it it's probably a some form of thing where they would hang tobacco. So at one point in the past, that's probably what this wood beam was used for, or at least my guess. I'm walking on this right now, so but I'm not going much further than this. Cool. There's an old school bed. Okay, so since we saw that room, let's check out this one. I don't know how well the wood boards are on this one, but I think we'll be alright. Yeah, we'll be alright. Huh. I'm guessing this was probably someone's bedroom at one point. Because there's the bed right there. I think that's part of a baby carriage. By the way, again, check out this old school wallpaper. And right across from there is another room. Again, looks like this was somebody's bedroom at one point. However, this house is definitely falling in on itself. I'm kind of glad I got it before all of this falls in eventually, because I think the world should know about the story this house tells, or at least gets to see it in its old glory. Well, you guys, that was really interesting. I just came down from the top. It looks like there used to be another part of the house at some point, but I know it's going to sound crazy, but while I was in the house, I heard something moving, and anyway, I got out as fast as I could. Whether it be just a squirrel or spirits, they know I'm not here to do any harm. By the way, I think I found where a part of the chimney was at one time. So if you look right there, it looks like that thing's been long since barred up. So after seeing the outside, let's walk around the house just one more time. I'm kind of curious to see what we will see. Whoa. But like I said, it looks like there used to be another part of the house. It's long since been taken down. That's all I can really think of. Or maybe it was an awning at one point. I think that's maybe what it was. By the way, there is an old school clothes washer. You don't see those anymore. So, looks like they had some rock work here at one point. Doors are barred shut. No, we just came from there a couple minutes ago. And again, we're kind of getting back to the where the awning has fallen through. I imagine back in its heyday, this house was absolutely gorgeous, but sadly, it's definitely fallen on hard times. I don't know, I kind of wish the houses like this could be saved, but that's the sad thing. Some houses don't survive. However, at least you can see them as they were before time took them. Anyway, guys, I think this is about the end of a vlog. Anyway, guys, this has been a lot of fun. I've always wondered what this house was all about, and today, guys, I got to see that. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, I now have to make the crossing again. The river, crossing the river again. And I am not looking forward to that, but you know what? I think I got a pair of pants in my car that I think I can change into. But anyway, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. My shoes got a little wet. Anyway, love y'all very much. Peace out, you guys.